Hi, guys. Welcome back to Fox 5 News Live. I'm Judea Murray. March, if you didn't know, is Brain Injury Awareness Month. And in case you didn't know as well, falls are the leading cause of traumatic brain injuries in adults who are older than 65 years old. So it's a very big deal. We also know that more than 1 in 4 older adults falls every year. So I wanted to bring in one person whose job, literally, it is to fall. He's a professional stuntman. And then we also wanted to bring in a doctor, a retired ER physician, that could talk to us a little bit more about this phenomenon here. Dr. Blanton, I want to start with you. The numbers here that I just named, I mean, they're already startling. We also know that ER visits for fall-related traumatic brain injuries for seniors have doubled since 2015. That is insane in such a short period of time. As a retired ER physician, what do you think makes brain injuries from a fall much more complicated for an older adult than a younger one?
Well, there are many factors. One of them is medications that older adults may be taking, which can be anticoagulants, antiplatelet medications, all which increase bleeding. And therefore, if there's a head injury, even a minor head injury, it increases the risk of bleeding within the brain. Also, dizziness and lightheadedness is more common in elderly people, often due to medication as well. And their balance and strength is often diminished from when they were younger, and they're not as able to recover from a fall or to catch themselves before they actually hit the ground.
Okay. Dr. Bland, thank you for explaining that to me. Matt, I want you to dive in here, weigh in a little bit as well. You've spent your career quite literally falling to get paid. That's what you do.
That's
How did you take the high impact technique that you have learned from being a professional stuntman to teaching older Americans, older adults, how to stay safe? How did what's the connection between the two, I should say?
Yeah, so like a lot of people, a loved one close to me, my mom had a traumatic fall.
Hmm.
It was seeing how she fell as opposed to my dad, who was an eighth degree black belt in judo, and some of my other instructors. And when they fall, they're now in their 70s and 80s. When they fall, it's no big deal. And it was just seeing that juxtaposition and realizing, okay, we've got a special skill here that we need to share.
Let me ask you this. I know that a lot of older adults are really told to focus on not falling, and that being the big thing there. Protect yourself, don't fall. Always have maybe a cane or a walker or whatever. But I am finding that having that fear of falling is sometimes what makes it more detrimental, or what makes you more likely to go ahead and fall, especially having a bad one. So then, in your expertise, either of you can answer in here. Why is it equally important, or maybe sometimes even more important, to have a plan B in case you do fall? So, like, instead of fearing falling, planning to do it and then doing it safely. Does that make sense?
Sure. Gravity works 100% of the time. So, it's falls are inevitable. It's a normal part of being a human. So it's best to have a plan and have an automated process that'll kick in when imbalance happens and you can fall and it can be either a fun story or a situation that you just forget as opposed to going to the hospital.
So now, you guys, I'm looking at some of the video that we've been playing while we were all talking to each other. What is it about these stunt-based movements, or like that judo kind of movement, that can really make all the difference for someone?
Yeah, a big part of it is tucking your chin.
Hmm.
It's keeping your limbs in, which naturally we just kind of want to stick our arms out because we want to stop the fall because we think falls are bad. We want to stop this thing. But really, once you learn to kind of relax and breathe and tuck and even slow the fall down and spread out that impact, it makes it a very manageable event.
Okay, and then one of my final questions for both of you, and I would like both of you to weigh in on this. March is not just about awareness, making sure that we know that this is a problem, that this is a thing, but it's also about action. So, what is something that people who are watching right now could do or talk to their parents about doing to help themselves in the future?
Take
Matt,
that one.
will you take it first?
Something that they can do is try a program like this. It's movement education. It's not a secret skill. It's not magic. It's just movement education, and we try to make it really fun. And that I think surprises most people is that we can make what is a very can be fearful event, we can actually make it fun. So, um, yeah, joining a program like this, I think is, I mean, I'm kind of personally biased, but that's my 2 cents on it.
I agree. Certainly fall prevention techniques are important, but again, as Matt said, they're often somewhat inevitable, at least a few times as when we're older. I did take the class myself, and I was very eye-opening. I learned a lot. I feel like I'm going to be much safer when I fall now. And the group included a lot of variety of ages and physical abilities. So it's not just someone who perhaps goes to the gym, some and feels like they can learn to fall, even for people that are more sedentary and feel like they don't have necessarily the skills or the ability to do this. They really can. It's very adaptable to many different um, abilities in older people.
Well, thank you guys both for joining me, giving us some answers too on how we can make sure that we are protecting ourselves. This was very helpful.